In a luxurious carriage, Edward Cottontail, a pristine china rabbit, exudes regal detachment alongside young Abbie Doe, bathed in the warm sunlight. Sunlight dances off Edward's flawless porcelain, his gaze aloof as he observes the forest. He remains more captivated by his own immaculate appearance than the enchanting beauty of Goldenwood. Abbie Doe watches Edward, lost in her thoughts. The carriage wheels hit a large bump, jolting the passengers violently. Edward is thrown from his seat, hurtling towards the river. The frigid water engulfs Edward as he plunges into the river. Abbie's terrified scream pierces the air. Edward! Edward is swept away by the relentless current, disappearing around the bend. The dense forest swallows him whole, leaving only the rushing river behind. Deep in the woodland, Edward stirs, his awakening marred by disorientation and the indignity of mud staining his once pristine coat. Ruth Mouse appears through the trees. Her piercing blue eyes reflect a depth of compassion as she discovers the troubled figure. Ruth Mouse stands over Edward, watching, her eyes reflecting compassion. Edward lies still, the mud clinging to his coat, a stark reminder of his fall from grace. Sunlight bathes the miniature home as Ruth Mouse delicately tends to Edward. Evelyn Mouse observes with a gentle smile, her kind face radiating warmth. It's important to be kind, Edward, to understand how others feel. Edward remains unresponsive, lost in his own silent world. Edward, a solitary figure, treads wearily through the dense forest, his every step swallowed by the earth. Lost and adrift, Edward's eyes reflect the despair of a soul wandering aimlessly. Amidst the ancient trees, a pair of kind eyes watches Edward's every move. Bryce Fox observes Edward with a knowing glance, a flicker of compassion in his hobo eyes. The forest holds its breath as Edward's path converges with that of the compassionate Bryce Fox. Sunlight floods Nellie Duck's bedside, illuminating dust motes as Bryce carefully approaches. Bryce gently hands Edward to Nellie Duck, her pale face alight with a fragile hope. Edward's expression remains unreadable as he settles into Nellie's frail embrace. Nellie Duck looks down at Edward, a soft smile gracing her lips as she whispers, "I shall call you Cotton. Welcome home, Cotton." Nestled in her arms, Edward begins to soften as Nellie's gentle voice fills the room. Let me tell you a story about love and belonging. In the soft glow of candlelight, Nellie Duck lies still, her creamy feathers illuminated. Edward's reflection in the mirror betrays a growing empathy for Nellie's suffering. The flickering candles cast dancing shadows, painting a scene of quiet sorrow around Nellie. The room is filled with a gentle, mournful light as Nellie rests, seemingly at peace. Edward watches over Nellie, his reflection a silent testament to the bond between them. The town square is shrouded in a heavy silence, the air thick with unspoken grief. Nellie lies still, her departure casting a pall over the square. Edward enters the square, his eyes wide with confusion and growing dread. The crowd gathers, their expressions turning cold as Edward is sold. A wave of loss washes over Edward as he realizes he has been abandoned. In the heart of the bustling town square, Caroline Doe's eyes lock onto Edward, a spark of recognition igniting within her. With purpose in her stride, Caroline approaches Edward, a silent acknowledgement of their shared history passing between them. Caroline purchases Edward. A fleeting moment of recognition sparks between them, a silent echo of memories long past. In a fleeting glance, past and present collide, leaving a lingering question in the air as their eyes meet. Edward steps into Caroline Doe's warm, inviting living room. He meets Clara Cat Lady, her feline grace immediately apparent. Diana Deer Princess radiates gentle elegance, Helena Heron lady exudes a poised and serene demeanor. The three women stand together, a united council. They are prepared to guide and support Edward through the wonders and peculiarities of Goldenwood. Beneath the ancient, owlish tree, Clara, Diana, and Helena gather. Sunlight filters through the leaves, illuminating their determined faces. Clara speaks with urgency. "We need to find a way to help Edward connect with the forest community." Diana responds, her voice thoughtful. "He seems so isolated. Perhaps an invitation to the Harvest Festival?" Helena offers a practical suggestion. "Or maybe a task, something that requires collaboration. The river needs clearing." Their piercing blue eyes reflect a shared commitment to helping Edward. Beneath the wise, old tree, dappled sunlight dances as Clara and Edward gather for the council meeting. Clara leans forward, her expression a beacon of gentle strength. Love is not about comfort alone, it's found in kindness, giving, sharing. Edward sits rigidly, his jaw tight, a storm brewing beneath the surface. Silent defiance hardens Edward's features as he resists Clara's words. Edward clings to his vanity. In the dappled sunlight of the forest, Rory Raccoon Pup, small and wide-eyed, finds himself drawn into a secret. Hidden behind the oak, Rory's ears twitch as he overhears Clara's words, tinged with concern and frustration. A flicker of mischief dances across Rory's face, igniting a spark of determination. Rory scurries away, his small paws carrying him swiftly through the undergrowth, eager to share the news. Harriet Hare hops along the path, unknowingly about to receive news that could change everything. Unable to contain himself, Rory blurts out Edward's fragile state, betraying Clara's confidence in a moment of indiscretion. Beneath the forest canopy, a profound stillness settles as Diana prepares to confront Rory. Diana's voice cuts through the silence. "We trust you, and when trust is broken, honesty can restore it." The weight of Diana's words hangs heavy as Rory considers the depth of their meaning. Rory admits his fear, his voice barely audible, yet filled with a newfound resolve to embrace honesty. A fragile promise hangs in the air as Rory vows to be honest, seeking redemption in the quiet forest. In the heart of the forest, Harriet Hare meticulously gathers nature's bounty, driven by an insatiable need to hoard. Edward watches from a distance, his longing gaze ignored as Harriet's obsession blinds her to all else. Nimble squirrels descend from the trees, raiding Harriet's hoard. The stolen goods begin to rot, attracting flies and insects. Sunlight dapples through the forest canopy, casting an ethereal glow on the scene as Harriet stands in the clearing. Harriet speaks with heartfelt remorse. "I was wrong." She extends an offering. "I offer these goods as a gesture of my repentance." She pleads for acceptance. "May they be used for the good of the community and our forest celebration." A wave of cautious hope washes over the forest inhabitants as the council accepts Harriet's offering. Beneath the ancient owlish tree, council members gather, their faces etched with concern as ethereal light filters through the canopy. Council member 1 argues forcefully, "We should force Edward into the crowd. It's the only way he'll reintegrate." Helena interjects with gentle resolve. "No, that is too harsh." Helena proposes a compassionate alternative. "We must devise a gentler plan, one that allows him to come to terms at his own pace." The forest at night whispers secrets, its paths illuminated by the dance of fireflies. Golden petals scatter across the forest floor, guiding the way to the clearing. A hushed route unfolds, leading deeper into the enchanted clearing. The clearing awaits, bathed in soft, ethereal light. Under the cloak of night, Edward treads a solitary path, guided by the delicate trail of scattered flower petals. A distant glow hints at a joyful gathering, where Clara, Diana, Helena, and their forest friends eagerly await. Diana stands beside Clara, her joyful mood palpable as she anticipates Edward's arrival. Helena, surrounded by forest friends, is in joyful anticipation of the reunion. The forest friends, in a joyful mood, are waiting with bated breath for Edward to appear. Under the ethereal moonlight, the forest clearing glows with an otherworldly silver. Edward kneels amidst the wildflowers, his skin shimmering like porcelain in the soft light. With gentle reverence, he touches the petals of a flower, a soft expression gracing his face. In this moment of profound connection, Edward finally feels love and gives love back. The forest clearing radiates an ethereal glow, inviting the eye into a realm where magic dances in the soft light. A petal path glows, lit by countless firefly lanterns, leading to a figure of serene power. Edward stands in the heart of the clearing, his presence a beacon of gentle strength amid the silent watchers. Forest animals gather in artful stillness, each creature a perfect tableau in this enchanted scene. Every detail is luminous, sharp, perfect, a testament to the magic woven into the very fabric of this night. Beneath the cloak of night, Caroline Doe emerges into the forest clearing, her hand clasped tightly around little Eloise Doe's. In the heart of the clearing, a solitary figure stands Edward. A wave of recognition washes over Caroline Doe as her eyes lock onto Edward. The silent clearing holds its breath as the past and present collide in a single defining gaze. Beneath the moonlit canopy, Caroline kneels in the damp forest clearing, her sapphire eyes shimmering with unshed tears. Edward, his usual stern demeanor softened by a profound change, moves towards Eloise. With open arms, Eloise awaits Edward, her expression a mixture of hope and trepidation. Edward leaps into Eloise's waiting embrace, finding solace and acceptance in her arms. Beneath the moon's gentle light, the forest clearing awakens, brimming with life and jubilation. The family's cheers rise into the night, blending with the joyous sounds of the forest's creatures. Their unified joy echoes, a testament to a victory forged through clever strategy and mended bonds. Honesty and wisdom have triumphed, healing a heart once consumed by vanity. The forest pulses with newfound harmony, its denizens celebrating a victory born of unity and virtue. Beneath the cloak of night, Edward finds solace in Eloise's embrace. Reborn and cherished, Eloise's arms cradle Edward, offering a sanctuary of love and acceptance. In her tender hold, Edward discovers a profound peace, his transformation complete. The forest clearing witnesses a moment of pure contentment as Edward snuggles deeper into Eloise's arms. Bathed in the soft glow of the night, Edward's heart finds rest, finally at peace within Eloise's embrace.